So, hi everyone. So, like I said in the bigger one, if you missed it, I'm going to do some shadow work timeless readings. So, don't know if there'll be one every day, but I'll just see how it goes. And again, as you can hear, like, first of all, welcome if you're new, right? And I would say majority of the time, I'm really pretty chirpy and friendly and Aries and Sag mood about it. Do you know what I mean? But I was going to say occasionally, but more than occasionally, you're going to see the Plutonian, the Scorpio in me, the Pluto conjunct my Scorpio rising. And Scorpio is, it's got a lot to do with shadow work, which is why that is an area of my expertise, is helping people make pals with their shadow, integrate their shadow, not sort of cast it away in the corner like it's the bad part of you. Oh, it's flipped out as I was shuffling. Yeah, it's just Dharma unfolding. Remember that you're on a path, take one step at a time to happiness. So what I feel with that, right, is I feel, so yeah, we're going right in. So healing's weaved into everything. And like I say, I think it's quite good for me to be doing these shadow work readings, because like I said, I really do feel very much in my shadow right now. I feel, yeah, like I don't want to be doing a whole lot of very much actually. So, but again, today I'm filming this on the bank holiday Monday, and Mondays are my day off anyway. And because I filmed all the flower ones in a row for the right up until, well, for a week's worth. I'm just, resting my voice today apart from this and treating this like a Sunday. But I don't know about you, but I've always found Sundays really depressing. That's okay. I'm not, again, I'm not going to apologise for it. It's why I've said to people, yeah, I'm not in a place to be talking loads to people. That's basically, that's where I'm at. Right, okay, so, but I will get back to you. Again, I don't know why I'm even saying, there's not as if there's a huge, massive fucking rush of people booking, so you'll know who you are if I need to get back to you, and I'll get back to you when I feel up to it. Boom, drop the mic, there we go. Yeah, so take one step at a time to happiness. Now the reason why I was shuffling this is, and again, just take extra care if you have got strong Scorpio in your chart, if it's your sun, moon, or rising, but again, really wherever it is, that's where it'll be highlighting these parts of your life. Take extra care, because it's the Scorpio full moon. It takes no prisoners. It's really intense, and I mean, we're not even at it yet. Do you know what I mean? It's the Monday today and it's on Friday, but I can feel it. So but it's so funny when they do this. They pull me the word reveal when I was ready to say, like, I always say things like feel it to heal it, or what I was getting there was like reveal it to heal it. So, you go within and take the time to feel your deeper feelings, and you need to spend a lot of time to do that. So I'm going to use a spread for this that I found that I like, which is basically what am I repressing, what wound caused this, and advice to work with my shadow and growth. Now, the different sorts of cards that I'm using, by the way, if I hiccup or burp, it's where I'm transmuting energy, and that's going to happen a lot in these, I think. So when I get to that bit, obviously it's not going to be for everybody, but it'll make sense to somebody out there. And I'll just decide when I do it whether I'm doing it divine feminine, divine masculine. Probably will. It's usually how I'm guided to do it. Right, the reason why I'm shuffling these cards though is because it was drew to my attention that it's Saint Germain Ascension Day on the 1st of May, like today, and I found that quite fascinating because I work with this energy like every day. Like, this is in my aura. Like, it's basically, I don't mention it all the time, but when it comes up, I mention it. So, but what it instantly drew my attention to was, and so the point is, in this deck, in case, I mean, if they come out, that's really wow. But it is why I'm using it, because Saint Germain's in here. I've got another deck where I've got another couple where that comes out, but we'll just use this one. But it's, I channeled a video, the one where I was sitting in my dressing gown not that long ago, and that was very much like I felt like I was working with that energy in a big, big way. Because it was all about justice. If you've watched it, it was all about justice and all that. And then I was reminded that that's what Lady Portia is all about, as well as justice. And it's, yeah, basically, I help everyone with these themes, like transmuting the darkness, handling the dark stuff, the stuff that other people, most people, not everyone, because I know some of you as well, but most people can't handle. I'll be able to handle, help someone through it, which is why, again, I get I get my own dark fuckery, fucking shitty fucking crap to transmute. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So again, I'm not, no apologies, right? Listen, a certain darkness is needed to see the stars. It's like, I'm just laughing as well, because it was like, somebody more in my personal life just actually was like, have you got any space to do hypnosis? I was just like, I'm not gonna lie. And because that's on my personal life, I was like, you can tell me, my personal life, can't get the words right, you can tell me what it is you were, wanting help with, and because again, that is something more in my personal life, and we'll do it when I get my energy back, which could be as soon as next week, but right now I'm just not up for anything this week. It's just not happening. And it's important to recognise that makes you a very good practitioner when you can recognise that about yourself. It's why I always say as well, although I'm not in my dark night of soul, Scorpio energy is dark. And when you've got heavy Scorpio in your chart, and then when you've got shitty things that happen to you in life, as it does to all of us, you can't go helping other people when you're feeling like shit, basically. But when it comes to doing shadow work reading, actually, this is quite good for this, because it's like just showing you nobody's perfect, you know what I mean? Not that anybody fucking thought, I mean, Christ, if anybody thought I was perfect out there, fuck no. Far from it. But do you mean, it's just sort of, it's not the done thing that I see very often, it's just kind of me sort of sharing, this is where I'm at. You can wake up and change your mind every day, but I feel I'm probably going to be here right up until that Scorpio full moon passes, and that's okay with me. I'm not going to try and rush myself out of it. But yeah, if you're in your dark night of soul, it'd be even more prolonged than that. So, God, this is quite intense. Right, so anyway, with me mentioning that about St. Germain, oh yeah, that's what it was. So in that big reading that I done for today, because again, remember, I filmed them all yesterday, there was a Judgment Day card that I basically, it's like a woman, and I said something about like, this is like somebody's old self dying and their new self being reborn, and that was instantly, I was like, God, that's interesting. So yeah, I do feel there will be some people in the collective out there on the twin flame journey, divine masculine energies, regardless of your gender, you could be a woman, man, whatever you identify as, that they're going to resonate strongly with that, like something shifting and being reborn. So again, that's absolutely not going to be everyone, but I do feel it will be for someone. So let's just see, what do we need to know about all of that? I was just contemplating maybe just reading, just going and getting it from the book anyway, but basically the point is, definitely today, if you want to work with that violet flame energy, I feel that would be powerful. Or and like I say, even interact, even like, well, I normally say interacting, but again, I'm not very interactive for the next week or two, so just comment and all that, and I'll get back when I can, when I'm up to. But watching any of my stuff, you're getting involved with the violet flame. You know what I mean? Whether you realise it or not, I'm always transmuting energy. But yeah, I feel the whole of this month really is going to be about that energy, like transmuting the darkness. Right. So, and I really do feel as well, like, again, there's lots of folk out there that do really weird shit on full moons, right? And I'm not talking about if you're having a nice wee innocent bonfire, whatever, your pals and doing all that kind of that. I'm not talking about if folk do that, right? Whatever. I'm talking about the darker folk out there, that deal with darkness, and they pick opportune times to do weird shit. And eclipses, they definitely do that in eclipses. And again, a Scorpio full moon is dark, so I'm just saying, protect your energy. and with particular things going on in the world this week, it's really heightened energy for harvesting energy, and it's just, it's all pretty. Again, that'll have a lot to do with, because I'm a collective channel, it's like I can feel a lot of darkness going on. So. Right, anyway, what do we need to know about all of that? Saint Germain, Lady Portia going to make an appearance, or is it just some other random twin flame in this day? Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. And we've got Life Force Serenius. Oh, wait a minute, but that's actually... Express your drive and passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Can you read that? Remember the portal to hell that was opened? Just saying. What the fuck is under my nail? I need to take nail varnish off and paint them quite clearly. Anyway, but yeah, that's quite interesting. So that's why that came out, because that's why I can feel the fuckery going on in the world, and it's like to lower your vibrations. Yeah. God, anyway, I'll be losing some people with that, but I really don't give a shit. The people that are meant to sort of get what I'm saying will. Right, where is... Let's just go and get it. Let's just go in and get it. Saint Germain doesn't want to come to us. We're going to go and get Saint Germain. This is Lady Portia, the twin flame. Do what you feel is right, and important lessons unfold in the powerful goddess of justice. She brings order and opportunity to every experience. As the Lord of Karma, she also regulates the law of cause and effect. I'm always going on about karma. I'm always going about injustice. She's the twin flame of Saint Germain, so strongly connected to the violet flame energy. Together, these twin flames can work and as overseers of legal situations. And I do feel that healing that I channeled, whatever, a month or two ago, was to help people with that, I feel. Justice is an energy that's, again, because I've got quite a few of my clients that are needing help with stuff like this. Justice is an energy that's about honouring everyone involved rather than punishing bad behaviour. Lady Portia helps us to do what's right morally and spiritually for our soul's growth. Right, okay, so just for anyone that was interested, and when I say that, you know, if you can't see, I'm helping folk with that kind of stuff, even though I've been around long enough. Right, so here's the twin flame. So, Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Saint Germain was born in front of me. We don't want the fucking history lesson. He was deeply interested in magic, alchemy, and the cosmos, and able to perform real-life miracles and turn lead into gold. So do you see how it's interesting, like, you know, yes, the whole twin flame thing and that, but it's like, I mentioned Saint Germain more than I mentioned Lady Portia, although I can recognise, wow, God, I actually always am helping people with legal things and all that, or injustices, and balancing out the karma. But because those twin flames work together, it's like I very much see it as these are the two energies within me, like my inner energies. And I actually resonate more with what this says, like, because it's like that is what I'm always got, like, expect a miracle, and I can help be a part of creating a miracle in someone's life like that. It's just when it comes to it happening for me, it's nowhere near like that. It's just fucking pretty shit, isn't it? But anyway, I'm just grateful and every day, and it makes me happy, making others happy too. But sometimes, every now and again, it would just be nice if a miracle came my way. Do you know what I'm saying? Just put it out there. Now he helps us move beyond social limitations to connect with the right people for our highest good. He's a master alchemist and able to help us turn whatever is led in our life into something that's golden. His twin flame, Lady Portia, and his twin flame is Lady Portia, and he's the keeper of the violet flame, the powerful etheric retreat where we can release karma. And again, can't always balance that out yet. So just, again, I know lots of you know that, but it's just, that's the kind of stuff that could be in the air right now. Right, so let's see. I'm going to ask for whoever is going to connect with us today, which I imagine will be more than one person. What am I repressing? So, not me. I don't want to go into that stuff, actually. So if we could tap into somebody watching this, question for whoever is meant to connect with us, whoever is most in need of it, however many people that is, what are they repressing? And I will read these from the book because they're powerful. Where is the fucking book? Oh, there it is. Right. Let's go with this. Oh my god. Right, are we clear? I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, it's just, yeah, I don't want to be channeling about love and they pull out the fucking only card in that is really the Twin Flamey card. Fucking brilliant. What does that tell you? It tells you can't fucking run away from your calling, guys. You can't run away from your calling. I kind of should have known that when I was showing you the twin flames in the book that I most connect with, and that I should have guessed it was going to be calling in that, right? So, what am I repressing? Somebody's repressing their soulmate. Someone's repressing the memory of their twin flame. So, clearly, what I get with this card for a read it is it's like this person has never left this person's energy. I feel it goes both ways, but it's like the memory of this twin is like a ghost to this person. But she doesn't look too happy. It's like she just looks totally despondent. I can really connect with that, actually. I kind of laugh too at I'm just laughing at how, yeah, anyway, sounds like I'm really fucked off, but I'm kind of like, maybe I got up too early. I think I need to go back to my bed anyway, whatever. I'm not going to judge it, guys. Some of you are there too, so let's just roll with it, right? If you're new, don't be put off by how I am this week. But if you are, I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? Basically. Oh, look, and love is there too. Right. Oh, so that means that everything I say is channeling. So there is love there. So whoever's connected with this, there is love there. So let's read this. Remember the question was, what are you repressing? Or if this is you saying it to yourself, what am I repressing? So again, it does feel very much like someone is trying to push away the memory of someone that means a lot to them. Again, this is what a lot of divine masculines do. Your mate is not far from you. Open your heart and invite sacred love is what it says actually before it says that. Your soulmate is not far away from you, but on this I take that to mean your twin flame. To connect with them, you need to open your heart, call them in and have patience. Have patience is not something people want to hear in a Mercury retrograde. And then also, oh god, that's what it is. Pluto goes retrograde today as well. That's deep, intense energy that's going on today, by the way. If you're not ready to accept your soulmate or your twin flame, keep working on self-love. You will be drawn to your soulmate like a magnet and feel an immense sense of familiarity. I can't say that word. Like you've known them before, your capacity to love will increase dramatically and you will experience higher states of consciousness. No one can touch your heart in the same way that a soulmate can. But again, I would replace the word soulmate for twin flame. But it's just soulmate is a word that a lot of people would have associated with more than, knew what that meant more than a twin flame. It's important to note that your soulmate will not necessarily be your partner. He or she may come in a completely different form than you've imagined, but they will offer you incredible wisdom, growth and expansion. And that's what I call scouring pad soulmates, or we could refer to them as, karmic energies, and they don't always need to be romantic, as I always say. So they quite often are, though. Be aware that we connect with our soulmates when we're ready to truly evolve and more to the next level of consciousness and life experience. We attract them into our lives when we need to open our hearts fully and learn about unconditional love. And I mean, that's absolutely when you attract your twin flame to stay, rather. When it's reunion, that's when you get together and however, or maybe like, when you hook up with somebody. And I mean, I was going to say when you hook up your ex, that's Mercury retrograde. That just because you hook up your ex doesn't mean they're your twin flame. Fucking hell, that would be very toxic to go think that. But I suppose for some people that will be the case. Like your twin flame might be your ex, and so when you hook up your ex and Mercury retrograde, but that could still be a bad idea. That if someone's in a place of needing to go inwards, and self-reflection, and not ready to just be with you and hooking up with other people, which it must be for me to be channeling that, that's not going to be good for either twin flame. Which is why we have separation with twin flames, so you can learn and grow in unconditional love. And the missing and yearning after that person, it's it's showing you something. If the years go by, the decades go by, and you're still longing for this person, I mean, that's telling you everything you need to know. Right, so here is the wee meditation that goes with it. So again, the question that's come, the answer that's come out for someone here is, what are you repressing? You're repressing true love. And also, can I just say, on the bottom of the deck, rejection was on the bottom of the deck. So out of a fear of rejection. So I feel the wound, because that's the next question. What wound caused this? I feel someone's wound out there is rejection. You repressed pushing away the real deal because you were afraid of being rejected at some point. And I feel it's even like that kind of, just the fear of it happening at any point. Like if you go there and you fully immerse yourself in it, that someone's going to get sicky and turf you out. So it's a wound, you know, something must have happened to someone either in this life or prior with someone else, or it can just be the people that have just never allowed themselves to get that close to anyone because there's just a fear of it. But the fear will come from somewhere, childhood or a past life or whatever. So if you want to close your eyes and take some deep, slow, deep breaths and connect with your heart, imagine calling your twin flame towards you. You don't have to know what they look like, just feel the openness in your heart and allow yourself to connect to their heart. Imagine that there's a gold cord attaching you to them with beautiful, loving energy flowing between you. Just visualise and picture. Again, I'm just sending a bit of healing to assist that as well. And I think now would be the bit while you're imagining that energy going between you and your twin flame. I'm going to say what I always say, but again, remembering that there's more potent energy around that with this Saint Germain day today. Again, it's a Saint Germain day every day in my life, but so I'm just going to imagine a cloud of mist falling down over your head, and it's just, I'm going to do it quickly, and it's just transmuting, pulling down any of the heaviness, any of the overthinking, any of the kind of intensity, energies that are maybe a bit too overwhelming. We're clearing that. And I call on Saint Germain, the violet flame, to cleanse, clear and delete any previous requests that no longer serve your highest good, to make way for what will serve your highest good, and the highest good of all involved, across all time, space, dimension, timelines, versions of selves. And we call on that for your twin flame, your true twin flame as well, with your higher self's permission. And yeah, and just imagine all that energy going down, down, down. I'm cutting out what I usually do, I'm just making it quicker. Going all the way down, imagine it going down all through your legs, pulling all that heaviness out whenever you listen to this, and see the roots of your tree growing out from your feet, going down, 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 taking all the heaviness away, all the worry, doubt, fear of rejection, whatever it is that anyone's connecting with that was meant to connect with this message. And even if you don't connect with it, just releasing your heaviness. And we detach from the old earth of fear, lack, negativity that's contributing to all of that. You know, that can be yesterday, today's a new day, tomorrow's a new day kind of thing. And we connect to the new earth of peace, calm, abundance, balance of your inner masculine and feminine energy, therefore attracting healthy, balanced relationships of all kinds, romantic and other. So I want you to pull up from the new earth whatever it is you feel you need. Setting a special intention for you and your twin flame as well, that you both get whatever it is you need today. And for those of you that it's meant to be having some sort of interaction with one another, if you are ready for that, because it's not for the faint of heart, set that intention and let the cookie crumble where it may, see what happens. Take it slow, it's Mercury retrograde though, again, and just any of you that are starting anything new with anyone, yeah, remember it's Mercury retrograde, it's not wise to start something new, so that's why I say take it slow. If you're starting anything that up, just business, love, any time, just read the small print. Right, okay, so keep your eyes closed. Know that you are supported and will soon meet each other in the physical reality. So interesting, I forgot it said that bit there because I went off channeling my own thing. So somebody is at that bit. Keep working on opening your heart and enjoying your life. Yeah, so basically keep focused on you. Right, okay, so I'm going to count from 10 to 1, and when I get to 2, you're going to think about opening your eyes. When I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes, wide awake, wide awake. You know, I didn't technically hypnotise you, but you never know, so I just always just come out like that way. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Think about opening your eyes. 1, open your eyes, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Right, okay, so What deck are we going to use now for the wound? I've got different ones that I'm just going to grab to hand, so let's just go with this. I don't know where the book is for this, so I might use an additional. What's the wound for this however many people, whoever, divine feminine, divine masculine, whoever is connecting with this, it feels like a divine masculine energy. Oh god, what's just jumped out there? Right, I have no idea what that is going to be about. It was pretty dark. I mean, they're all dark. They're called the dark mirror cards. That's why I'm using them for shadow work. But it is the 16. So 16 is a tower. Massive change, you know. Unexpected change. And can I just say as well, with this full moon on Friday, it does have Uranus has got a huge effect on that full moon. Uranus is in Taurus. So it's expect unexpected with, like, you know, manifestation, like earth, anything to do with earth, because Taurus is earth, and change, and wherever it is in your chart personally, and Uranus is expect unexpected, and Taurus is the opposite of Scorpio. Could be money stuff as well, by the way. So anyway, you know, just sort of mention. I'll mention it probably at some point later on in the week. But oh no, wait, I forgot that this is one of the ones that. About to see where it could be. I mean, it could literally be anywhere, guys. Wait a minute, I'll see how you move over here. Oh my god, I've found it. Fucking hell. I'm gobsmacked. That's hilarious. If you saw how many decks of cards, how many loose cards are in the wrong place. I mean, this would be like somebody that had OCD's worst nightmare, or somebody that liked things tidy and everything. Like, it really would be. But it's have a field day too. I can think of several friends of mine that like this. And when I'm in the mood, I like it. Actually, it's very Virgo moon right now. But the chances of me finding the book were slim to none. I just found it. So they did listen to me when I said, if you want to fling a miracle my way. But if we could do a little bit bigger and better than that, but I'm grateful, thanks guys, because that has brought me a slight bit of joy. So, right, so. Right, okay. I was going to go with, I mean, that's, again, I was going to go with something about, like, black flower fragrance. I mean, it is very dark, isn't it? But it's like, it feels like, you know, squeezing something out of a flower, but it's like there's not much there. Christ, that's really. Let's see if it says anything like that, because to the best of my knowledge, I've never read this card. Don't use these cards very often. I'd probably only use them in Scorpio season, or if somebody specifically requests them. But yeah, it's like something's got. I feel like this is the wound, right? I feel like it's like somebody's running away from true love. It's just interesting, that card's still sitting there from yesterday, because they've got nothing left. That's what I'm getting from that. That's the wound. It's like whatever's happened to this person, that connects with what I channeled before. Right, okay, let's read it. So keep it in mind. Oh, and the phase is the full moon, and this is leading up to the full moon. And the stage is anger. And think about how I've been channeling in this. Very interesting. Oh my. I'm sorry. I'm so freaked out right now. Look at what the thing says. The world is unfair. Fuck off, dear world. Fuck you. Right, I'm sorry, but that, I mean, can that be the thumbnail? Because I've done special ones, but I mean, oh no, that's for the flower thing. Yeah, that's absolutely the fucking, that's how I feel today. The world is unfair. Fuck off, dear world. Fuck you. And it's okay for you. If you feel like that too, it's okay. That's blowing my fucking mind. These might be my new favourite cards. For this week they are anyway. A beautiful woman, her face with a hint of resolve, holds a strange black rose on her chest. It seems to explode like a crystal, each petal an obsidian shard. The sentence, if we want to go dark, go black. Don't stop to the evening, but embrace the night. Going dark. Love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly. And look at this. Fucking hell, man. I'm mind blown. Love can be cheap, love can be rotten, but even ugly love has a right to exist. Even cheap love can raise to the sky. Even rotten love has the dignity of eternity. Even a black rose by any other name should smell as sweet. Even if you're wrong, you still have the right to be angry. Even if you're not perfect, you have the right to be respected. Even if you are stupid. Oh, and I said all that shit about not being perfect. That's interesting. Even if you're stupid, you have the right to be listened to. Even if you're lucky, you have the right to complain. Even if you're rich, you have the right to be sad. If you cannot shine because you're beautiful, then shine even if you're ugly. Christ, that's a bit harsh. Shine because you're ugly, gorgeously black, ugly as love, worn out as an angel, cheap as a crown, unconquered as a fragrance in the night. Okay, do you know what I'm getting from that? That's really fucking a little bit intense. Massively freaked out by the energy that I was chatting. I mean, I'm going to need to watch this back and see for myself, but I can feel, because I was like, wow, not snap out of it, but I was kind of like, can I bring a wee bit of light into this, because it's kind of quite moody, but that's obviously the vibe. I mean, fucking hell, that's great. Anyway, so yeah, there's something about this. So the shadow work someone needs to do is they're running away from true love, because I think you've been treated like crap, basically. I mean, I know that was way deeper than that, but it's like, oh my god, what's the next question? The next one is advice to work with my shadow and grow. This is mind blowing. I was just watching the Only Way is Essex. It's called TOWIE, right? So if you're in America, it's just one of the reality shows that I watch. And I was just watching it, and I mean, I remember thinking at the time, but again, now that this is like 10 years ago and that, again, very Mercury retrograde, I'm realising that it's just even more how toxic it is. And it's just like, oh my god, some of them are very narcissistic. The guys are very narcissistic towards the women. But it was like, even I was watching a scene there where it was like, the girlfriend was having a go at the guy, but she was being so, like, I don't use the word vile, but vile is coming to mind. She was just kind of like talking to him like he was nothing, expecting that to make him improve his behaviour. So again, and it was funny because she was actually ironically standing next to her mum, and her mum was giving her a row for how she was speaking to him. But I was kind of being like, but me being a therapist, it's like, the way that she was actually behaving, bear in mind this is on the TV, and they know I know that there could be an element of framing it for that, but it kind of, let's put that aside, it did kind of feel like, what has she seen growing up to be talking to somebody like that? Anyway, yeah, it was all about that. That's not a coincidence. So whatever that means to anyone, it's like this person hasn't had an experience of that kind of love. It's completely alien to them. It's like they've either not had like that nurturing, loving, growing up from family, or definitely not had that in romantic relationships, or a bit of both. Christ, that's pretty dark, right? Okay, so advice to work with my shadow and grow. What cards will I use for that? Right, I just actually want to pull one of these as well. Because it did pick up on romance, again, probably is going every day, but I'm not kidding, that is the only card in that deck about, like, soulmates, twin flames. Because these are the healing cards, heal yourself cards, they're not about love. But again, because I'm here to do that at 33 minutes, Jesus, forgiveness. What else do we need to know about the wound that caused this, for whoever's connecting with this? Honour it, yeah, challenges, adversity, honour and adversity. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. And also, I just remembered Beltane today as well as fire energy. It's a renewed direction once the burning is complete. That even does kind of remind me of the Saint Germain's Ascension Day, because that's about transmuting energy, turning pain into power, lead into gold, pain into miracle. What's kind of interesting. Right, okay, what does this person need to surrender to right now? What have I just picked up by accident? It's never an accident. By the book. Another wound is doing things by the book. So I feel again, it's like this person is just following the path that has been set out for them by others. This is what we do around here. God, it's like a family curse or something, like, that generational kind of, or no, you don't follow true love, you don't follow your soulmate, your twin flame, like, that's a dream. stay in the pain, stay in the normal shit that everyone else has to deal with. Being unhappy in relationships. I know not everyone's unhappy in relationships, but I think we can all think of many people that are. Yeah. Surrender, it's going within. Surrender to the silence. And again, this is what I said. In shadow work, you really need to go within. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. I feel this is somebody that's spent a lot of time around many, many people for all your life if you're connecting with this, and you really need to go within. Right, let's use this now. What is another wound? Health. Yeah, it's affecting your health. You're drained. This person is drained. I will honour the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And then it's like I know that there is no greater goal than to love. But look at how, again, I always find that card strange. It's got success on it, but I know that there's no greater goal than to love. It feels like what I channeled in one of the other ones, it might even be yesterday's, about somebody could have all the money, all the success, and everything that should make them happy. But no greater goal is than to love. And this person loves that person from the past. Oh, how twin flamey. And that's what brings them peace. That's the wound. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. That's God, that's very Saint Germain. Okay. Tries to work with my shadow and grow. So what healing? This person needs children. There's something about inner child here. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help children. I feel it's about helping your own inner child with wherever there wasn't enough love there. Or it's, you know, I've no doubt that there was love around you, hopefully, but it's something about not getting the attention you deserved for something special about you that nobody noticed. I feel. Stay positive. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to be optimistic and take the appropriate action steps to support my health. Yeah, there's something about this person's health. Have faith, or if you're this person. Dear Jesus and Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so I may trust in miracles. God, that's interesting considering what I had said when I said that about miracles and then I found the book. Right. Do I want to pull any more? Oh yeah, I was going to use this deck. Right, so advice to work with my shadow and grow. Like I said, it's really been throughout, but what is the advice for whoever was connecting with this? Guard your energy. I've said this. I mean, I say it all the time. Navigate distractions. So it's, yeah, this is what I say. This feels like somebody that's been a real people person, and maybe that's where you wanted to be at that time in your life. But it's like you've kind of lost yourself in all these people. And bear in mind, this is a full moon week. Leading up to full moon Scorpio, you might connect with the wolves too. Obviously, a lot of us do around here. But it's time to guard your energy. Guard your energy, visualise positive outcomes. And again, on a full moon, it's imperative that you visualise what you do want rather than what you don't want. So, guardians of the spirit realm are perceived differently across all cultures and religions. Totem spirits, angels, other shamanic spirit helpers are assigned to everyone at birth. I'm going to shut that door. That's interesting that the thing says about children, and then loads of children were coming in the door there. Like the stair door. Can assign to be everyone at birth, can be discovered through vision, quest, meditations, and deep form of prayer. And again, the wolf actually does happen to be my power animal. In ancient times, the medicinal assistance of hallucinogenic plants was used. My throat chakra is going funny again. I feel it's connected to the person that's going to connect with this, so you're finding it hard to speak your truth. Every individual has a guardian or guidance spirit that watches over them during their lifetime. Different stages of life can bring change to those helpers depending on what lessons or guidance is needed to complete levels of soul growth for the soul's ascension. There's that word again. Guardian spirits are often perceived in animal forms due to the recognition of their personal characteristics and mannerisms. The wolf depicts challenges and personal boundaries and being able to trust others with your emotional vulnerability. Hello. What I help people with is healthy boundaries, because a lot of my boundaries not being respected and basically having to get good at that for myself and helping others with it. because we all do it, basically. It's just we all do it, but then we'll just let people off. And a lot of that is because you didn't realise. But when you realise, you've got to do better for yourself, and others. Because if you're just letting people trample over your boundaries all the time, you're not helping you and you're not helping them, because then they'll go and do that to other people and you'll keep doing it and everyone will just be unhappy. So it's kind of like, people that are here to help boundaries, it's not easy, whether you do it like me in a kind of healer way, or if you're a therapist or a counsellor, or like say I'm both. It's like, it's not easy because it could make it look like you're being too strict or whatever, but really it's just everything's so inverted, you know what I mean? Like most people are just used to letting people just take or get too much energy, or not, paying attention to your boundaries. You're taught to be nice to everyone, but it's like, that's toxic. I'm pretty sure this card's probably going to say the same. But and trust others with your emotional vulnerability. Well, look how honest I am. Like, I'm, even when I don't want to be that honest about how I'm feeling, it's like it just ends up coming out because it's like I'm wolf medicine. It's interesting. Right now, you must guard your energy fiercely. Be mindful of how you feel energetically around others. Exhaustion, fatigue, confusion, clouded judgment is possible now. Again, that's just Mercury retrograde. But no, seriously. If you allow yourself to be influenced by these energy vampires, and what have I been saying? That's what I feel. If this is you, you've been around energy vampires, they've zapped your energy. Now, you don't need to be around energy vampires for that to happen. You could just be helping a load of lovely folk and still be tired and exhausted, right? It happens. It happens to me when I've been peopling a lot, but it could be that you have got energy vampires around you as well, so just protect your energy, full stop. Only you decide on a conscious or subconscious level if you wish to interact with these toxic energies, but it does say toxic energy, so it's like whoever has contributed to you feeling like you're nothing. That's what I heard. Because I get it now. The fear of rejection on the bottom of the deck is like, this person goes nowhere near their twin flame because everyone else, whoever that is that's contributed, has made this person feel like they're not good enough. And that actually does feel like it connects to one of the other ones I've done. And I definitely need to go and have a lie down after this because it's quite heavy energy. It's sad energy. It is possible now to have interactions, and again, self-love. If you're the person that connects to this, just keep loving yourself. And healing, basically, shadow work, therapy, all that kind of stuff. It's possible now to have interactions with police and emergency service personnel as a guardian, as a protector, teacher of spirits, highlighting personal safety and the safety of others. Currently, lunar cycles are influential. Be cautious of the full moon's influence. Wow, oh my god, this is mental. And that's why I said that about when I got all dark about the Scorpio full moon, particularly because this is the dark one about the shadow, and it's where dark energies can really do a lot of big stuff. Be cautious of the full moon's influence over people and places. Always put your personal safety first. Avoid taking unnecessary risks. Use careful practice in your holistic counselling, intuitive healing practices as you're absorbing unwanted energy from others, and that's obviously, you can see that that's why I'm needing a rest right now. I need to clear and ground yourself after each session or experience to minimise mental and physical fatigue, which is why they got me to tell you that about the person that inquired about having a session this week. Just basically, thank God again, it is somebody that I'm really close with. I feel like it's somebody in my personal life, basically, that it's, it's rare that it's actually somebody that, again, I can't even remember the last time I would have done it. It was years ago, but it's, that's a test of my boundaries of, am I going to be like, oh, it's only them? But no, I'm not in a place to be doing that, and I'd made that promise to myself. But I will do it when I'm more up to it, and that's, okay. So yeah, basically it's like when you've not got a lot of energy for yourself, it's different, when I'm doing these sort of collective words, like, and this actually has this, I can feel, I've not even watched it back yet, but I can tell it's like, right, wow, especially, I'm still laughing at that card saying fuck this and fuck you, it's just so funny because it is where I'm at. I don't feel I'm going to be there tomorrow, but I need to be there today, kind of thing. And there are things in life that happen to us that you do need to be there. And it's why, I don't know about you, but I'm very polite and everything, but when there are just things in life when something shitty happens, like, you can't, that's why I'm hopefully, a lot of, I do feel I have helped a lot of people connect with that they didn't get before. When I used to do a lot of group work on the Zooms and stuff and Facebook Lives, like, I tried to teach people that about, look, you've got to kind of learn the time and place. Like there's feelings that people go through sometimes, and they just have to be angry. Like they just have to be really sad. They just have to be in grief. Like, you know, like say for instance when someone dies, you can't go saying to someone like, oh, don't cry, or don't be angry, or to be like, fuck you. That would be a fuck you moment. Do you know what I mean? You can't. You just have to let the person be where they're at. And that's about holding space, like holding space for somebody that is feeling like shit right now. And yeah, it is risky because it can be one of these things if it's people close to you, as much as we don't want to snap at the people that we love. If you just feel like crap, you're tired, you're not got a lot of energy, it does happen. So forgive yourself if you've done that. I definitely know I've done that in the past and over the years and still could be prone to it. But that's why, again, I tend to not be around people when I'm feeling like that. I know myself very well, and I just need to have time myself. But yeah, there's going to be other people that are connecting with this as well. You've not got a lot to give to other people right now, and I no doubt you've got a good reason for that. Again, whether it be those of you that are in a dark night of soul and it's more prolonged, and you're in this state of despondence as well, but that's the word of the day I feel like I want to say, or whether it's something more recently that's happened to put you in that, just honour where you're at. And if you're like me and you know that you just don't want to be around people because you don't want to talk and you don't want to have to be polite, you don't want, you just need to be yourself, then just give yourself that time. Yeah, right. So, and again, if you are somebody like that, I was saying as well, if you are somebody that works one-to-one with people, don't kind of fall into that work, like it's. I feel personally, especially if you do similar stuff to me, you have to really assess that. Yeah, and that can change day to day. Like for instance, I just know, for the rest of the week, I do just need. Yeah, I've filmed all the videos that I can release at least a video a week, so that's fine. It's something for somebody to watch every day, even if some of them are short, but some of them are longer. And anything additional, then just because this filming is a biggie, so I'm doing this today. I don't know how many other ones I'll do. And then yeah, I could be out of the woods and then back and feeling great, but like just honour where you're at, right? Okay, I think we get the point. Right, the shadow aspect: abuse of power, codependency, irresponsible, carelessness. Again, so this is it. It's like I feel a wound comes from. It does kind of feel like people that have had. Well, it's an abuse of power that can happen anywhere. I feel, right, I don't want to go too deep with this, but this is a Scorpio full moon. It's like I do feel I'm tapping into somebody that has been taken advantage of at a young age. Now, that can be like a child or it could be a teenager, but I feel there's been an abuse of power. So you can take that to mean whatever you want, but there's something I can pick up. I need to tap out of this. It could even just been like someone's just been thrown into sex too early, That's kind of what I'm getting as well from others around them. Before you're mentally ready to be known, I don't know, I don't really want to go into that too much, but I can feel there's something, yeah, because irresponsible, carelessness, codependency, it's all just blurry boundaries. It doesn't always need to be, I know that's sounding like it does feel like, I don't know, it does feel like for someone it sadly will be things like sexual abuse and stuff, but for other people it could just be, it's not that kind of abuse, it's just like somebody's just takes everything out on you, like you're nothing, like that, because that's like what I was just watching that programme. It's like he was just throwing constant shit at, like speaking to him like he was shit. And it's like the guy had done something that was not very gentlemanly, shall we say. But like, who wants to be in a relationship like that where you're talking to each other like shit? Like, no thanks. That somebody has. That's basically what I'm saying. That somebody has, and I feel it's because it's how they were spoken to their whole life. So if that's not you, it's not you, but it's someone. I hope it's not you. I hope this resonates with no one, but that's not going to be the case, realistically. Right, the crystals ritually quartz, Archangel Cieltiel, manifestation, humility, and concentration. The affirmation is, I am clearly guided by my divine guardian. I'm protected always. And the page is 47, so 47 could be significant. Right, I'm not going to end it on a cheery note, guys, because it is what it is. But I'm going to end, well, it might end on a cheery one. Let's pull one of these cards. Because these are short and sweet and straight to the point. Well, not always short and sweet, but that's not the vibe we were going for. So what is it that somebody needs to know? Whoever was connected to this. And again, I'm sending you so much love if you connected. Where did that card go? Let them go. Let them go. Oh, I nearly threw it in the candle too. Set fire to the rain. Wait, what's the words again? What is it? Set fire to the rain, isn't it? Set fire to the rain. Yeah, think before you judge. I feel it's like think before you judge why somebody's likes. I think there's a real deep reason why someone's running. That's not why everyone's running from love, but someone is. Right, let's just read this. I feel they let them go before I read this. It's about let whoever go that took advantage of you. Again, right, I mean, this is, it feels like it's going to, but I actually can feel the abusive power as well, right? It's like someone is afraid to let somebody near them because I'm picking up on rape as well. Like, I mean, I know that could be deemed as a sexual abuse, but it's like I'm picking up on a whole different, I just need to get out of this shit. I need to get out of this. Yeah, but you see, I'm channeling, like, I need to get out of this. I feel like even that could be like someone being like, this is too intense. This person would be really nice to me. I'm not used to this because I'm used to being treated like shit and told them nothing. I need to get out of this. But it's like, let them go. It's not let the real true love go. It's let the person go or the people go that contributed to you feeling like you're nothing. Because it's like, the reason why I mentioned the thing about rape is because after something like that happens to you, it's very common for either you to not want to get into serious relationships or to go hypersexual. Like, it's quite common, regardless of your gender, for somebody to go overly sexual because either of these things that I've mentioned has happened to you. Oh my god, right, okay, deep stuff. Tree, but it's very Scorpio Moon, it really is. And this again is all stuff I help people with, but usually in a personal session. But I think they just want to give you a taster of, with me being the 18th, 18 is the moon, I'm here to keep people's secrets. So, and I'm honoured and humbled when people want to let me help them transmute that. You often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you. And again, that's what I was saying about this card. Someone's been used as a dumping ground, and I don't mean like it's people telling you their problems, but it's more, this is specifically someone who's been allowed themselves to be spoken to, like what I've just watched in that program. Like someone's just spoke to you like you're nothing, and it sank deep down. Oh god, you need soul retrieval and healing therapy. It feels like people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who come before us in our family tree. Again, I did mention family curse, generational, ancestral stuff here. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. Okay, fuck. Right, well, that's that. I'm a way to sage the shit out myself, get fat. Let's burn it before I go. Sending so much love and praying for whoever connected with this, no matter how many bits of it you connected with. Because pain is pain. You don't need to have had sexual abuse or rape or anything heavy like that to be in pain, right? But if you have, we're honouring that can cause people to be like, fuck you and fuck this, and it's anything can cause you to be like that. And I'm going to blow this candle out and send you all that love and healing. Like, comment, subscribe if you want a personal reading. I could do one for you, like, well, not like this, unless that is what arises, but an unlisted video just for you to see to help you. And there's healing weaved in everything that I do. Sending that love your way, especially to the people that really, really need it. I think I might put a wee bit of a trigger warning on this one. But life's a whole trigger warning. We can't, you know, mollycoddle everyone for the rest of our lives. You know what I mean? Right, say lots of love.